Is it possible to appeal a termination of parental rights? In recent news, the topic of parental rights is making headlines. Many parents are asking, is it possible to appeal a termination of parental rights? This question is especially relevant as courts continue to make decisions that impact families. If you or someone you know is facing this situation, you are not alone. Let's break down what you need to know. Yes, it is possible to appeal a termination of parental rights. When a court makes this decision, parents have the right to challenge it. They can file an appeal in a higher court. The appellate court will review the original decision. They will check if there was clear and convincing evidence that the parent was unfit. They will also ensure that proper legal procedures were followed during the termination process. Just recently, in the case Adoption of Breck, both parents appealed the juvenile court's decision to terminate their rights. They raised several arguments. They questioned the connection between their substance misuse and their parental fitness. They also pointed out that the Department of Children and Families did not make reasonable efforts to reunite them with their child. Additionally, they highlighted procedural errors related to the Indian Child Welfare Act. The appellate court listened to these claims. However, they ultimately affirmed the termination, stating there was no error or abuse of discretion by the trial court. This case shows how challenging it can be to win an appeal in these situations. The appeal process can also involve filing motions for a new trial. Parents may request to stay appellate proceedings while additional motions are considered. However, appellate courts usually requiring a strong likelihood of success on these motions. Parents can appeal termination of parental rights decisions. Success in these appeals depends on showing legal errors, insufficient evidence, or procedural violations in the original case. Courts take a close look at the facts and legal standards before deciding whether to uphold or overturn termination orders. If you find yourself in this situation, it is important to seek legal advice. Understanding your rights and options can make a difference in the outcome.